Hey everyone, Danny Hager here, wrapping up Ed 601 for my master's degree vlog from San Diego Christian College. If you've missed the entire series, you can go back and watch each step on my 8-week journey so far, earning my master's degree online. It's been really convenient and really a guiding force in how I'm developing and continue to develop through this course as a teacher and as a professional educator. So I've finished 8 weeks and I'm on my way. I can feel myself charting along the timeline of progress getting towards my master's degree. It's been a very educational process, and I'd like to thank my professor, Dr. Lorri Ague, for guiding me personally through this time. When some students are considering a master's degree program, they're looking to find out, will my professor be engaged? Will I be able to get attention, ask questions, and get help? Through this program so far at San Diego Christian College, the answer has been absolutely yes. I've been able to find support throughout this 8-week process from my professor, from my colleagues, and from research that was easy to do. So the first course was all about ethics and ethical guidelines and ethical concerns in teaching, of which there seemed to be a growing amount to know and to be aware of in our modern climate in the year 2019 as I go through this process. So I thought it was quite eye-opening to read the case studies from our textbooks, which I'll show you on the screen. I thought it was really great to read the comments from my colleagues and find out what they were most interested in. And one of the requirements was to reply to 2 or 3 discussions each week, and you really get to know the students in your class, even more so than in a traditional classroom where 1 or 2 people dominate the conversations and you don't really feel like you develop relationships with the rest of your class. This is a big benefit to the online program here at San Diego Christian College. This video is sponsored by San Diego Christian College, and if you want to learn more, go to sdcc.edu. So some of the ways that I began to change as an educator through these 8 weeks is just the sheer amount of reflection that I put into my work. Each week I'm reading chapters, I'm reflecting on them in my own writing, I'm responding to the different perspectives and worldviews of other teachers in the program, and we are building relationships together. I'm considering multiple perspectives. I'm hearing stories and case studies, and teachers talk about their focus students of which they're spending extra attention and extra time to plan, and in all of that summation, we each are gaining from the perspective of the other. We are sharing and applying our research to the comments that we supply each other, so we're using education and research and theory and reviewed ways of trying to approach these situations that have been peer-reviewed and that have been tested and that have been put through trials in order to apply the most successful techniques possible. And then we're constantly reflecting on our own responses to see if we're being consistent with the way we handle all of our students, see if we are leading by example. And I think that's a big part of this program too, is just the cognition, right? The going and seeing what other teachers are doing, listening to what our professor is saying, reading through what the best professional researchers in the business are doing, and finding out what has been working in other places to inform what might work in your own classroom. And one of the main things I want to conclude with this first 8-week course is the way I have learned to be consistent and fair and respectful of my students. So all of them have unique challenges. They're all walking the road of life in a different way and all come from different backgrounds. If I as an educator am trying to use a one-size-fits-all policy that applies to all students, I may be missing opportunities to connect and motivate and really get past the relationship boundaries that exist between teachers and students. You do want to have firm policies and you do want to be consistent, but you also want to know that each student is a unique individual, and this course consistently through each week made us consider what are the needs of our focus students, what do we need to do to get through to them, to motivate them, and how can we lead by examples so that they know the things that we are teaching them, the roles that we are leading in, are actually the way that have benefited us in our lives. And by connecting with them, telling stories, and for me as a high school teacher, for the way that I can tell them ways in which I would have wished I had proceeded in their shoes or in their time frame or with their challenges, we develop sincere, meaningful, and inspirational connections that can benefit them in their life. Through these 8 weeks, learning about ethics, I feel I'm more connected to current research, that I am more educated in the ways of how to approach my focus students, that I've developed connections and thought through solutions that I had not considered before, and that I am looking at myself and trying to think, how can I be a better role model for the qualities and the ethics and concern that we studied. And that's made me more reflective and to plan in a more effective manner as well. So those are my conclusions from my Ed 601 class for my Master's of Arts in Teaching degree from San Diego Christian College. The next course is all about cultural concerns and understanding cultural differences and impacts of modern day classrooms. It's my Ed 602 course, and I'm starting work on this right after this video. So stay tuned for the next 8 weeks as I discuss a whole new subject and talk about how we can go on to celebrating festivals and food and cultural contributions, to being culturally aware and representative classrooms that think critically from a wide degree of perspectives. I'm Danny Hogger, and if you want to learn more about this program, please go to sdcc.edu and find out more about the Masters of Arts in Teaching program at San Diego Christian College. I look forward to bringing you the next course and my learning and my summaries and maybe visits from other students and comments from my colleagues. Thanks so much for listening, and remember, you can listen to Inspiring Teachers each week where we interview teachers from around the country. For now, I'm Danny Hogger saying like and subscribe and share, and we'll see you on the next edition. Thanks for following my journey to getting my master's degree.